Being in the kitchen alone, cooking, it helped me find myself. I wanted to open up a restaurant.
I started this journey of protecting the most vulnerable.
Helping some military spouses start remote careers.
I launched a business for the motorcycle community to honor my father.
I was saving for the freedom to paddle out there and do that every day.
I knew that if I was going to university, I would have to find the money myself.
Because I won't rely on anyone else to put food on the table or a roof over my head.
I had a talk with one of my supervisors, and he literally told me, if you open up a restaurant, you're going to become a drunk and a failure within 2 years.
I sank everything into it. It was my financial downfall.
I served 20 years in the U.S. Navy.
I spent 10 years in the United States Marine Corps.
I'm a captain in the United States Air Force.
I joined the Coast Guard.
I'm a 6-year Army veteran.
I was naturally nervous about starting in a new environment, how I was going to be able to raise money in an area where I knew no one.
I went ahead and took some of the equity out of our home to build this restaurant. The biggest financial hurdle that I had to go through was not paying myself for a year and a half.
I was staying in a place that had high rent. I knew I couldn't afford it, and so I was behind a few months. I got my eviction notice.
Here I am now, living in my shop, paying my debts, watching my credit score just slowly ticking its way down.
That was a fairly dark period where you suddenly realized that you'd been training all your life to do the next thing. And suddenly the entire industry around you has changed.
Financially, I was broke. I didn't have any money.
It was the most loss I've ever felt in my life.
That really was a wake-up call for me. I needed to do something different.
My wife and I made all the classic investing mistakes. We chased the hot mutual funds, spent more money chasing performance than we would have made if we had just let it grow.
Because time in the market far outweighs timing the market.
I've learned my lesson. I leverage resources and advisors to create that security that I need.
Both my husband and I invested every cent that we could for the future.
And decided that I was never going to be in debt ever again.
Right now, we're very fortunate. The business is doing better than it's ever been.
Retirement. But it's really the beginning of Life 2.0. You have new choices and you have a new way to design your life with financial independence.
I work as a state special agent, working internet crimes against children, and because we are financially solvent, I can do that job that I really, really love, that I think is really important.
For the last 2 years, I've been living my work optional life. Most of my job is mentoring and teaching. It has really driven me to help folks to make sure that they're able to give their best to the country. Because ultimately, I believe that's what being American is all about.